Welcome to another edition of the Ariba Customer Self-Service video. This is the second video where we're going to talk about invoice exception reports, where we will guide you how to visualize differently with the same reporting data. The goal is to give accounts payable various options when it comes to visualization of reporting data. Usually the challenge is that reporting is the last thing covered during deployments and that some of the teams are just not aware of all the options available. Please have a look at the first video where we are going to learn how to create the basic report, following on in this video where we will guide you around how to create different reports and visualization styles with the same data in just a few clicks. We're now back in Ariba. In the meanwhile, I created a new tab to show you the different variations of invoice exception type reports. To do that, you need to go over to the wrench here and add a new tab. As an administrator, you would also have the possibility to push this dashboard to your team. As you can see, I already added the report we created in the first video. It gives you a great idea why invoices couldn't be pushed through automatically, and it exactly gives you the invoice exception type. Let's take this report as a base for other visualization types. Before we go into much detail here, we're going to look at the dashboard options. This is the current chart we are having on the dashboard. We could also visualize it in that way, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to add the table to the dashboard. I have now the option to choose on what tab do I want to place my report, and I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Click Done. What I'd like to do next, I want to go into my chart options, where you'd also have the possibility to choose different types, and we have everything from a pie to a donut to column to line charts, and you could also choose if you want to visualize them in 2 or 3D and so on. I'm gonna leave it here and go back to our initial pivot table. As you can see here, we're now in aggregate view, and I'd like to show you some more possibility in order to view more details on your invoice exception report. Therefore, we need to go ahead and edit our report. You might already notice the screen from the video 1. We need to go back to our source data, and we would need to change our fact tables. We will choose invoice as the main fact now, and we will use the invoice exceptions as our second fact. We again need to add our measure, which will be the invoice exception count, and then we can go to our next page and edit the invoice exception type. We again select the report to run for the last 2 years and save this version. We're going to save this as the advanced report. We are now back in our pivot table view. We're now going to change into detailed view. And because we added the second fact, we will be able to push this now to our dashboard. Therefore, we go again to dashboard and edit. For better convenience, I will move it to the top. And there you go. With a very few clicks, you could actually add some more visualizations with the same reporting data in a few clicks. The goal of this first and second video was to give better insight into the invoice reconciliation process. We learned how to create a basic report and enhance that with some of the visualization options within Ariba.